Welcome back. Well, there you go, our online contributors. You just heard from them. But back in the studio, we've been joined by Temitope Kundayo. Temitope, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, 6 weeks, elections was postponed, and then all of a sudden there is a surge in success by the Nigerian military over the Boko Haram insurgents. What's your take on this?
Well, we need to take look back at the issues. Before now, the military has been complaining mostly about under-equipping of their forces. And they've requested, not times without number, to the NAS and then to the presidency of what they will need to fight this. Now, before you just don't go rushing into any battle scene. You have to plan and you have to lay down logistics. What we've looked away at is the logistics to take this military people, the arms, the funding, the welfare, and the feeding, and even the forward operating bases they need. Now, all this were being put together, but the problem has been time. Time has been the most defining factor in this issue. You see Boko Haram every day claiming territories, and then you see them planning. They can't rush into this thing until they have plans. And mind you, they're also working with international partners who are also getting their own plans on board. So you cannot just rush into any battlefield. But bear in mind that they all knew about these issues. It's not today. But the problem has been time. The issue about $1 billion before the Senate floor had been a cause of politics. But the idea is that we needed to equip our military.
Okay, could this success now be, because you just made mention of international partners, talking about the Boko Haram. We also now have international partners. Could this be one of the reasons for the success we have been recording?
Actually, the major reason is actually new re-equipping of forces. We've seen from Q4 2014 to this new quarter of 2015, new equipment coming in. The T-72 tanks, for example, just came in, and they've been recording successes. This wouldn't have been possible with the old equipment we've had. So the more we equip our military to the modernized versions, the more we'll see successes. Because we're not just only dealing with the local part of Boko Haram. We have other international elements in that places. We've had reports, even just recently, of Cameroon getting from French and forces who are all mercenaries to this part. They've been fighting this war for 40 years on the continent. They're bringing their own hardback realization to Boko Haram. So we're not just fighting a local force alone. Terrorists are coming to pitch in to Boko Haram, and they're just getting stronger and more equipped. So we have to get more heavy firepower for them. That's just the truth.
So what do you think we should do, to sustain this tempo? Because it mustn't come down, because we have barely some weeks to the elections, and the Nigerian military has consistently, of course, we had the Director of Defense Information telling us, he debunked one of the that was one of the videos that was posted by the Boko Haram leader. But Major General Chris Olukolade said Nigerians shouldn't worry, that the Nigerian military is up and doing and will make sure that the elections go on as planned. But what do you think we should do to hold that tempo, because it must not die?
Very true. I think one of the major and most important facts is that we should consider how the military, we should contribute our own efforts in terms of the support they need. Not just about coming out to say things, but also about increasing their funding, especially for procurement. Like we said, it is mostly about getting them the right equipment now. It means that we should also provide those relevant information now. They are coordinating across 3 borders, Chad, Cameroon, and then the Niger border. We've seen the issue of Abadam. Niger is currently investigating the issue whereby they had friendly fire and killed their people. But what we've seen is that they are all trying to blame the Nigerian government, that we kind of had a skirmish with them. But this is not true. The truth is about the Multinational Joint Task Force has a charter. They are not to approach, or they are not to even move within their charter. Their charter is within the border region. So every reclamation that has been ongoing has been the Nigerian military. Baga is far from the borders. How will you say Chad or Niger comes to reclaim a position that is Nigerian military. It's funny. The same Cameroon has been collecting pictures of our military successes and putting it on their online as their military working. We're not saying they are not doing anything, but we need to step up our own military PR, which has been very low. Trust me.
Well, we have to just hold it here, and I hope the military, just like you said, step up their PR, which is on public relations for the layman who doesn't know what PR means. But Timmy Tokwa, I beg your pardon, Ekundayo, thank you for coming on Channels Beam and sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you very much.
Well, we see your comments coming through also as you're being part of the program from your house, your homes and your houses, and being part on the road as well using your mobile devices. We see all those comments coming through our social media platforms. And we'll take a break, and when we return, we'll look at those comments as well as the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. So don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Everyone has a role to play in the development of an economy, so there is a need to understand news and information from the business world. Business Incorporated brings to you a platform that connects with the issues and personalities and explains the news and developments in the financial markets.
We should stop being a country that is importing. We should be export-dependent economy.
We not only bring you the story, but take you through the reasons for the story.
The policy direction of inflation, exchange rate and interest rate must be seen also in enhancing the quality of life of Nigerians and promoting employment generation.
Join me as we make sense of issues with insights from all sectors of the economy. Watch Business Incorporated every Friday only on Channels Television.
We begin this week's countdown with a video of the unruly crowd that disrupted the APC presidential rally in Borno State.
Very difficult prospect. Very difficult prospect.
Next up at number 4 is the declaration by a presidential aide that the Islamist militant group Boko Haram will be eliminated in 6 weeks.
So right now, what the army is, what the military are saying, is not that they're going to push, it's not that they're going to end the Boko Haram war, but that the Boko Haram in the next 6 weeks will have been sufficiently degraded, their capability to allow an election to take place there with absolute confidence that people are safe. Not that there will no more Boko Haram.
Okay.
The president has a grand plan.
While at number 3 is the accusation of former President Olusegun Obasanjo that the extension of the 2015 elections was a deliberate ploy by President Goodluck Jonathan to suit his second-term bid.
The president is trying to play Gbagbo. Gbagbo was the former president of Côte d'Ivoire. And Gbagbo made sure he postponed the election in his country until he was sure he will win.
In second place is the APC rally that was disrupted by 3 explosives, resulting in Channels TV's senior correspondent reporting the event horizontally.
We can't tell exactly the direction from which the gunfire is coming.
Charles Iruka was later stabbed in the neck by hoodlums who raided the campaign venue. Topping the charts is the former President Olusegun Obasanjo asking a member of the PDP to tear his political party membership card into shreds, as he now wants to be a statesman.
Well, there you go, the former president tearing into pieces his membership card of the People's Democratic Party. Now, despite the threat by the Islamist militant group that they will ensure the polls doesn't hold without violence, the military, through the Director of Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, have assured Nigerians that they will ensure the safety of all during the March 28th and April 11 polls. Well, Nigerians are surely counting on this promise and will hold the military to their word. We draw the curtains on this note, but continue via the social media addresses showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. I'm Victor Matthias.